I had plans of chronicling our garden every month exactly in the teens, like on the 15th to the 17th. Oops, I forgot. So here's our garden as of today. This is July 25th. Here's the aloe, nothing new to report about that. Still scallions in the back. Have the jade. It's growing, it's hard to tell, but it is. That big leafy thing is our bay. More chives here. Our lavender has stopped, well, it's between blossoms right now. Still has bee action. Our rose had to trim out the buds the other day, so we should be, that was really a pretty flower. That's more typical what our flowers look like. This is our Sweet Devil's Trumpets. It bloomed, but forgot to take a picture. I think I did take a picture, but did take a video. There's another bloom coming right in the middle there. Our basil's still going strong. Baby aloes and baby back there. Jade. As you can tell, our coneflower's pretty much done for the year. Our spider wort doesn't flower in the afternoon, and I'm not a morning person, so I barely ever see it flower, but it does flower every day. More scallions. This is the makeup for the coneflower. This is our black-eyed Susan. They're flowering beautifully. Okay, this is all of our trays. We have some scallions growing, but not much else. I'm pretty sure the seeds that are planted that are supposed to grow next year, so perennials, daisies, and columbine, have all died out because I had to keep pulling weeds. Weeds are still there. I like those weeds. Those are flowery weeds that get over everything, but I still like them. Another scallion to be used. The Russian sage behind it. As you can tell, lots of bee action there. That's our purple daisies in the back. They're blossoming like crazy. Hard to get back there, but there's a close-up with some of the flowers there. There's our grass underneath the Russian sage. And that's our new location for our strawberry plants that never did produce anything. I'm going to get this right yet. That is our polka dot plant, otherwise known as freckle face. See, I got it right that time. Behind it is sweet potato vine. It's grown up around, hard to see behind the peppers, but it went all the way underneath the or red wagon, so you can see some of the ground there. This is where it starts, back here, this behind those beans, along with our Leontina, which is flowering right now. And just to let you know, sweet potato vine, still more sweet potato vine, more sweet potato vine, and if you go around here, more sweet potato vine. Don't really know where it's going, but thought you'd want to see the sweet potato vine. Those are beans. They did quite well, and now they're sort of languid. I think they're dying out. There's some baby beans right there that haven't grown in about 7 to 10 days. Peppers. Slews of peppers. There's some little guys right there. Pretty big one back there. They're hiding in and out all around. The yellow one. There we go. I think you can see it looks like a lemon. Here's our hens and chicks doing fine. One hen is in the process of dying, but they had pretty flowers for a while there. Achillea, or something like that it's called, but I can't really spell it or pronounce it. Or tomatoes. Doesn't look like many, right? is, I think, a early girl. There's another couple of, there's two of them. It's probably hard to see that second one underneath the, there we go, there's the second one. That's a Cherokee Red. There's some more that aren't red yet. Those big suckers, patio tomatoes. Patio tomatoes, determinate tomatoes. And aren't supposed to get but 3 feet tall. I'm looking up. That's about 4 to 5 feet tall. Oops. Behind here is our clematis, which doesn't flower down there. That's a rose next to it. Rose isn't flowering much at all, but could be because it's so crowded. You can't see underneath there, but there's some mint in there. But the clematis is right there, and next to a hanging basket, and goes up to the top there. More tomatoes. These are our grape. This is our grape tomatoes. The ones that grew out of the carrots. If you look closely, there's some turny red. I had to pick those before squirrels get them. This is Valentine's carrots, because that's, this right here is the first carrot that grew up. Well, that's where the tomato took over the carrot pot. More tomatoes, because you just can't get enough. Obviously more grape tomatoes, but they haven't turned red yet. They are, however. Another of those, it doesn't get that big, it's just a determinate patio tomato. Okay, that one is only probably about 3.5 feet tall, but notice how the size of the tomatoes. If you want to compare hands, fairly big hand there. Behind here is our hummingbird. It's a bee butterfly hole, but I don't think anything can see it anymore, so nobody bothers to use it. No bugs bother to use it, even the flies. That there, behind everything, is Fuzzy Wuzzy, my teddy bear topiary, with some ivy growing below him. He's kind of hidden by all the tomatoes. And next to him, that's what's left of our foxglove. That finally gave out for the year. Next to him on the table is a little succulent that I've had for years. Don't know what it's called. Thought it was dying. Brought it out here. It's doing all right again. Behind that, hard to see, that's our fennel. That's our fennel. That's our fennel. That's our fennel. And if you look back there, that's our fennel flowers. Got lots of fennel this year. Still not very wide. Hope you can see our bird bath in the back. I know you can't see the pot in the back there. Hard to see it all together. Can't really show it to you in a good way. Tomato bushes in the way. These are our wildflowers that haven't really flowered, but they were stuck behind the tomatoes. Therefore, they didn't have a place to grow. That's our dill, but as you can tell, it didn't make it because it was stuck behind the tomatoes. We have lots of tomatoes this year. Fuzzy bush back there. Our cactus, prickly pear cactus. That's the base for our rose container. And this humongous thing, all these leaves and stuff, and it goes way back there, all the way back to about there on the on our fence, is our hummingbird vine, which I've now learned it's called a cypress vine, and probably won't flower after all this. It's supposed to attract hummingbirds. This is one more branch growing along the fence, past our passion flower, to give you an idea how massive that thing is. At butterfly bush, below the hummingbird vine, or is what's left of our bee balm. Below that is lily of the valley. Next to that is a coleus. I don't know what this is called, but it's beautiful. Its short name is Wedgwood. That's like the variety. It's angel face, I'm assuming. That's what the tag says anyway. That's my bonsai jade, which really looks like just a jade in a container, but finally figured out how to get some polka dot plants. Right there. Right there. Gonna get that to my sister Becky one day. We have a beat when it's doing well. Right now it's doing alright. These are Simply Beautiful. Honest, that's what it's called. Trailing verbena. That grew a lot better than I anticipated. John's in love with that one. I don't blame him. That was me turning around the table. It's a little tight there. Another devil's trumpet that started growing. Our first one had some bugs eat it. It just about decimated the whole thing. And they're dead bugs underneath. It's supposed to be poisonous. They're supposed to be dead bugs, not live ones. But okay, I'll calm down. Here's what's left of our chamomile. And that's another type of a wart. Don't know what that is. Neighbors gave it to us, and it keeps growing wherever I want it to grow any given year. This is our English lamb's ear, which is supposed to be sprouted and have really big, tall, pink flowers. Hasn't done that, but it's still pretty. This is our passion flower. We had up to 15 flowers at one time. They're starting to bloom again. You look carefully, there's a flower with a bee enjoying it. Let's not bother the bee, but notice there are some buds right next to it. Hello, that's my lucky bamboo. Still lucky enough to be alive. Trust me, without growing, anything that lives is lucky to be alive. And more of that wart stuff behind it that grows out of everything, including cracks in this case. More English lamb's ear that hasn't spread up. Rosemary's still doing well. Sage is still hanging in there. Greek oregano in the front. Thyme in the back. Aren't you proud of me? I finally remember what all these words are. Shoot, should have said anything. Garlic, chives, and tarragon. I knew I'd remember. This is tarragon flowering. Doesn't do much, but delicious. Donkey tails is doing alright. It's beginning to recover. Did poorly last winter. That's the parsley that died out on us. It's growing back. Cool. We'll take it. This is our 4 o'clock in front of our storage trunk. And it's growing. I don't know if you can see this, but it's growing out of the corner right between our steps and our wall. I mean, there is no dirt down there. I have no idea how it does that. And these are our original chives. This is the first thing that we had growing in this yard. I think this about covers it all. Let's get one more look around, see where it's going. And yes, I really do have room to walk in this yard, just not much of it. Hope you enjoyed. Until next month, I hope.